Here's your video on how to do the turn signals on a Uforce XL and probably the regular Uforce if you want to go and not have to spend a whole bunch of money. I think I've got like $100 in mine, maybe. What you do, you go to the Uforce dealer, and we can do the horn while we're at it. And on the horn, you just buy the horn button. It's already wired back here. Then you go over here, you buy the turn signal switch. It's pre-wired. You snap it in, plug it up. Now on the front, it's not that bad. I put these little lights in here on the front of mine. And you try to figure out, like, well, where am I going to wire this stuff at? Well, you got to come in here. You take this panel off here. You get up there to your headlights. Your headlight will have 5 wires coming from it into the Uforce, and then there are 6 wires coming from the Uforce itself. That 6th wire that's blocked off is where your turn signal will hook up for your left side, and the same on the right side. All you gotta do is you can do. I had the stuff to where I could actually take and repin it and make it work without having to cut a wire or whatever. But you can splice into that wire. And then I just went ahead and I ran these in here up to it, like I said, and tied into that the 6th wire actually coming from the Uforce itself. Now I can't. Let's see if I can get to my. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Let's see if I can get to my. Well, I gotta undo this rack here. Okay, leave my rack up. Let's see, give me a second, see if I can get this off one-handed here without breaking it. Like that. There we go. Phew, gotta be careful not break that. I'm gonna set that down over here. Then you go to your dealer and you buy this right here. This is the original flasher. Plug and play. Wiring harness is already here. The holes for the screws are already there. You plug all that up and you're ready to go. Now, on your horn, I'm trying to remember how I done my horn. May have to come back to you on that one. I can't remember, but I do know the horn, when you hook that switch up in there, yeah, that's what it is. All you gotta do is hook that switch up in there, plug it in. Your horn, I don't know if you can see it in there, it bolts right there. Well, right over there in that corner next to the radiator is your wiring harness that horn plugs straight into. So it's also a plug and play. You can actually take this right here panel. You can take that out. Let me zoom back out a little bit. I'm all the way out. Anyway, you can take that panel out and reach up in there and get the bolt when you can bolt that horn up. It's pretty simple. Save you a lot of money, you know, spend $500, $600, $700 on turn signals. I mean, if you want to, you go ahead. That's your decision. But now, on turn signals on the back, okay, which I have added, I built me this rack here and put my winch and stuff on it, and I actually got a bar up there, a light bar that flashes blue lights in the center. The outside is red, and that also works for my turn signals. And the lights, pod lights up there is for reverse, and these lights down here is reverse. These original lights come with reverse. But if you can get up in here, if I can get up in there enough to show you, I don't know if I can. Up in here, all right, you see that pigtail on that yellow wire up there? Right there? All right, when they come from the factory with turn signals in the tail lights, you take and the other little butt connector's right there at it. You just unplug it and plug it in. You got turn signals back here in the back. And it's pretty much the same on this side over here. See if I can get it up in there where you can see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see the pigtails up in there or not for me riding in my dirt. but they're the same. They'll plug up. I mean, that's the simplest thing. You can do turn signals on this thing in an hour. Horn and turn signals in an hour or less. Now, I'll turn them on. Let's see. Do the left one first. On the left. Go back here to the back. And that's right there. Now, I don't have my light bar up on top. I can turn it on and show you what it does. Let me get up in here, see if I can reach it. Let's see, maybe it's on now. Yeah. All right, now let's do the right side. Okay. Go around this way. Okay, your right side. You go back here. You got it there and there. So, I mean, yeah, they're white on the back. I mean, you could leave that as your reverse lights if you wanted to. That way, you know, you could, and then all you got to do is just put you some kind of little light underneath it, like for where I've got my pod lights down there for reverse. You could actually do a turn signal, but I just wanted my turn signals up there, and then once I bought that bar up there, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna have it double so they'll be able to see it for sure. Okay, now let's turn that off, and let's see if I can. There we go. We're gonna put it in reverse. As you see, we still got reverse lights. We got reverse lights at the bottom and reverse lights at the top. The next thing I'm going to do is I've got to get the a flasher switch, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's already pre-wired and everything, so all I'm going to have to do is plug it into that wiring harness that I already got. But that's, like I say, I think the dimmer, the flasher, I think it's like $50. I think your switch is like $20-something. And then for your horn, you can get the whole horn kit for like, I think, $49 or $59. And then you just go through there, and like I say, it's just pretty simple. The hardest part, the wire, it's not really hard, but all right, turn this light off. The thing that probably take the longest is doing the front, drilling the holes and all. But like I say, your wire, where your headlight plugs up, there's 6 wires. There's only 5 of them wires going to that headlight assembly. So you find the 6th wire that's not going. It's the middle one. I can't remember if it's the top or the bottom, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the middle wire. You'll see it, it's blocked off. Well, you take that block off and you find the wire on the opposite side of it that's coming from the UForce itself. You tie that in to them lights there, and bam, you got turn signals. Like I say, I've got less than $100 in these turn signals, and it's all factory, looks good. I like it myself. There's still a lot I got to do to this thing that I want to do to it. I'll have some more videos coming on about I done got the doors on, but explaining how to do the CFMOTO doors and things like that. So I thank y'all. Please subscribe and help an old man out. Just get his channel up and going if you don't care. But I do appreciate every one of you, for the ones that do watch it and all that. We love you. God bless you, and y'all have a great day.